For BlueShirtsUnited.com, I'm Jim Cerny, joined by Chris Kreider, who I think is walking around this Whale locker room with a little bit of pride as USA Hockey is going to play for some gold on Saturday.
Oh yeah, 100%. Walked in this morning and the few American guys on the team all had big smiles on their faces.
Now, of course, you and Ryan Bourque were gold medal winners back in 2010. What did that whole experience do for you, and what do you think it'll do for the boys that are playing for the gold on Saturday?
Yeah, everyone says the World Junior Championship, it's a pretty grueling tournament, but kind of how everything shook out, it was if anything, refreshing, and kind of got a second win going into the second half of the year. But more importantly, it was a really fun experience. Got to make relationships and foster connections with people from kind of all walks of hockey that are the same age as you, and obviously learn a lot too from those guys. And I'm still pretty close to a lot of those guys today, so it's a great opportunity, really special experience.
Did you give any advice to JT before he went over for this round? Now, I know JT played last year as well in the World Juniors, but did you have any advice, or did he talk to you before he went over this time around?
Not really. I think he knew what to expect. Like you said, he played last year, and just obviously wish him good luck.
But it is different the first year you go to the second year you go. Your expectations are different. Your role, especially leadership-wise, tends to change a little bit. Can you talk a little bit about from when you played in 2010 and then 2011, kind of how expectations changed for you personally?
Yeah. Well, personally, it wasn't so much expectations as it was my role. I was kind of allowed to go and run around that first year, and looking back on it now, I did a lot of things that I probably get sat for doing now. Just little things like looping, not stopping and starting, not finishing, but I was allowed to kind of go in with that energy and just kind of, I guess, run around. And then the next year, it was kind of on me, the onus on me to be more controlled and more intelligent and to play like I said, a more intelligent game, the entire length of the rink, whether it be defensively or even thinking defensively in the offensive zone, not overcommitting, and I mean, like I said, that'll eventually kind of rub off on your teammates, and I think that's something JT's been doing with his defensive game and winning face-offs, and just like you said, leading by example. Yeah,
and that last part I think plays so well into who he is that lead by example, and the fact that he's wearing an A for that team, certainly well deserved, and he certainly has backed it up in the tournament so far.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, some of the numbers he's putting up in the face-off dot are unbelievable. Really cool to see, and obviously he's been doing well offensively. But in a tournament like this, I think my first year we had Ramage, who, although he was a young guy, kind of ended up being one of our leaders just because of the way he was blocking shots and doing things that other people weren't, and things that you need to have a successful team. And for JT, that's winning draws, that's getting to the front of the net and taking away the goalie's eyes. I mean, you watch this, he's one of the few guys mature enough and strong enough and far enough in his game where he can do that. Now,
and you touch on this a little bit earlier, but how much pride do you still take in what USA Hockey does? Because you obviously was such a big part of your growing up and part of your experience. How much pride do you take in what the guys are doing here?
Oh, a ton of pride, especially considering you know so many guys on the team still. And it's always nice too because you play with so many Canadians when they beat up on Canada.
I figured that had to be pretty sweet. Borky said he came in wearing his Team USA sweats today.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
But you didn't. You low-keyed it.
Yeah, I tried to play it a little low-key, but in retrospect, I probably wish I dressed up, rubbed in a little bit more.
Chance of Chris Kreider being up at 8 o'clock Saturday morning and watching Team USA go for gold?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen.
I'll be up at 7:30 eating breakfast, getting ready.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks for kind of reminiscing a little bit and talking about USA Hockey, Chris.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Jim.